Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the BFFisodes. I'm Kevin Various, and with me is...
It's Ernie Vicente.
There he is.
Yeah, what's up? How are you?
I'm all right. That was the first time I did the intro. I don't know how that's going to play out. We might have to do a couple more, but...
I might have to edit this, so if you hear Kevin on the intro, then it was fine.
One of the... I wouldn't say it was a critique or anything like that, but it was somebody at work. I'll leave them nameless for now. It's the one person that listens at work.
Yeah.
It was kind of just alluding to the point of at like what point do you guys start talking about, like relevant stuff in terms of not relevant
stuff.
Not like what we're saying isn't relevant.
Because we are very irrelevant, Kevin. That's what he's saying. He or
but more
she.
so, like, what are you going to talk about? Like real life, what's happening today, and stuff that people who are outside of our circle can kind of get in on. Because a lot of our stories are kind of inside, and shit like that.
Okay, so let's talk about what's on the outside.
Oh, is that what you want to do? All right, then let's do this. Going on the outside. I like it.
Let's talk about politics.
Yeah, okay.
So, I don't follow politics, so
I don't really know too much about it.
I don't really know either.
Here's what I do know.
Yeah. What do you know?
I feel that, especially, I don't know, maybe it's just the last couple of months, especially with like Halloween and then with Christmas coming up, with more candies being frequently available. I feel like I gained some COVID weight.
Oh, really?
You were telling me that you had that you were doing a couple of things to kind of maintain.
No, because the thing is, during the lockdown, because outside there's this pandemic going on, and
Really?
yeah. So since March, I've actually lost like 30 pounds since
30
March.
pounds?
Yeah, 30 pounds. Yeah. If you look at some of the pictures from like January, I'm like, oh my god, who is that guy?
Well, I gotta check this out.
He's so jolly. He's so jolly. So what happened was, because like as a comedian, because like I'm doing shows like every night at like bars and clubs, and most of the time we get like either free food or discounts on food, or after the show, a bunch of us are like, oh, let's go for wings. It's wing night somewhere,
Right.
So that and then it adds up, weight wise, and money wise. So since the lockdown, we couldn't go anywhere, and we couldn't eat anywhere. We couldn't like meet up. So what I was doing was, it was kind of like intermittent fasting, but it was basically just eating one meal a day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I would eat lunch, and then I was so caught up in like me and my other friends were playing on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So we just play like all night, and then I would just like get so caught up in that I just wouldn't eat after lunch.
So I'm pretty sure everyone's pretty familiar with intermittent fasting. So basically, intermittent fasting is just eating within a certain time frame.
Yeah. Well, there's different types. What I do now is actually do it's called I don't even know what it's called, but it's like the 8 and 16.
Okay.
You eat only during this 8-hour period. So I do 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then so after 10, you can't eat, or you can only drink water pretty much after 10.
So is it anything goes between that time period, the 8? Like you can eat as many times as you want, whatever you want?
Yeah. The thing I like about it is you can basically eat whatever you want, but to an extent. It's not like you're eating like 3 buffets in those 8 hours. Like you don't really have to watch it, but you're not really calorie counting. You can eat whatever you want, like burgers or pizza or whatever. Pizza pops, if you want. My favorite.
Ew. So with that, the whole thing, you've lost 30 pounds. Since January, you said you started?
Well, no, since March, since the pandemic.
Okay.
I lost like 30 pounds to like So from March to August, like 30 pounds.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But the thing is, like a bunch of our friends, we actually had this party in August. Yeah, like a because it was like a bunch of our birthdays. It was like me, Kaiser, Kev. It
Yeah.
was like Charlene's birthday. So they put it all together, and we had this this barbecue. This is when the restrictions were looser.
Yeah.
I guess we can hang out at barbecues and stuff. So we had this barbecue, but here's the thing. When you lose a lot of weight, and then you see your friends after a while, you know, you want people to be like, "Whoa, you lost a lot of weight."
Well, of course, because 30 pounds is pretty big. Like 10 pounds, you might not notice. 30 pounds is, you notice that.
That's
That's
yeah,
a baby.
it's pretty
That's hot.
it's pretty significant. But then again, like who really knows? It's not like they're paying attention. It's not like they see me every day in January, February, But here's the thing: we actually went to the party, and Kaiser's cousin Mike, our other friend, he
Yeah.
lost more weight than me.
Was he doing intermittent fasting too?
I don't know if he was doing intermittent fasting, but he was doing the opposite. He was just exercising a lot. He was biking.
Okay.
Yeah, because for me, the only exercise I do is 10,000 steps a day. That's it, which is a very basic. It's kind of easy to do. It's like a couple hours. You just walk around downtown. But he was like biking, which is like even more.
Well, it's like amplified by like 5 times, I'd say, probably.
Yeah. I think if you exercise like that, because he was biking from like Brampton to I think he biked all the way here to like Toronto, and so Mike actually lost more weight than me. So at the party, everyone was like, "Whoa, Mike, you look so good. You lost so much weight." And I'm sitting beside him. I'm like, "Hey, but you can't say that. You can't be like, 'Hey, Mike, good for you,' but hey, you lost 40 pounds. Wow, I lost 30. It's
No, you should have just done like something
no
like
easy
along the
feat."
lines of, oh, hey, Mike, did you do the same program that I did when I lost 20 pounds or 30 pounds? Must have been the same program, because I lost 30, you lost 50,
Yeah, Mike, did you do this intermittent fasting that I did to lose 30 pounds?
So what, nobody said anything and you didn't bring it up?
Nobody said anything. It was my birthday. Nobody said you look good. Nothing.
Oh my God.
It was a sad birthday, Kevin.
Holy shit. You know what? I'm looking at some of your older Facebook. Like, I think you're you're wearing one of those paper boy hats. And yeah, holy crap.
I look older, eh? I look older.
You look old. No, actually, you look younger there because it's chubbier. Now you look mature. You've got the structure. You got like a Gosling jawline.
Gosling.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Is that like the John and Kate Gosling?
No.
Like Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Why?
I have a Ryan Gosling jawline.
You have a John Gosling jawline.
Speaking of the Notebook, yeah, no.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I know, and here's the thing: it's tough because it's Christmas time, and Kev, I'm a huge rom-com fan.
I know you are.
One of my favorite movies, or two of my favorite movies, are rom-coms: Serendipity and The Family Guy. No, it's
the Peter Griffin one.
The Peter Griffin. It's a cartoon. It's The Family Man, Kevin.
The Family Man. Yeah, The Family
Man. I love Family Guy too, but Family Man, starring Nicolas Cage and Stewie.
Which you do a great impression of, by the way. You do a great impression of
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on.
Kate, we have 2 kids. No, I can't do it.
So, what are you watching right now? Did you watch one recently? Is that why you're bringing it up?
No, the thing I want to talk about is because on the outside, right now it is December. It is December 7th
Yep.
here in the world, and we are all gearing up for Christmas, and we see all these Christmas commercials, and you turn on the radio, and there's all these Christmas songs. But here's the thing: for for 37 years, I loved Christmas. You know, like from after Halloween, my my radio would be all Christmas music. I have my Christmas CDs, my playlists, Boney M, everything. You know, Mariah Carey, whatever,
That's a classic.
all classics. But now, because of the pandemic, like because like for Christmas, we would have like a big Christmas party, right?
Right.
Like a big family party, and I would look forward to it, you know, because you get to see all your family and your cousins and all these kids, you know, and you know, just to see like their faces when like Santa comes and stuff. You know, it's magical. But this year, I don't even think we're having like a party. You know,
I don't think we can. I think they're kind of saying don't do that.
yeah. So now, like my cousins are talking about like having like a Zoom thing. I'm like, oh my god, this is so weird. And like back in the day, I would go because I love Christmas so much that I would go to our mall, our Square
Oh
One
yeah.
mall in Mississauga, and like I would just walk around just to like see the Christmas decorations. You know, I love like
Well,
a house.
it gets you in the mood, right? Like that Christmas spirit kind of thing.
Yeah. I would have Christmas spirit like for 2 months of the year. You know, but now with the pandemic, I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
You know, like even if I watch a Christmas, like I can't even watch like Home Alone or listen to Christmas music.
You know what you got to do? So I wasn't feeling it up until Saturday or Sunday, whichever day it was that we went out and just kind of went around the town, to see other people's like decorations like that they have in front of the house. And one of the houses was it was decked out. It had all the lights, all the blow up balloons, whatever you call those things. And they had music playing, and there was a bunch of people kind of gathered outside. Because I'm in Niagara, so like 25 people can kind of be outside,
Yeah.
separated. And so there was a bunch of people out there, and it was kind of nice. And you kind of felt like, oh, there it is. So that's the first time since, like, well, I mean, it's only just been December for 7 days, but I think I kind of felt that Christmas spirit kind of vibe.
Well, that's good. No, especially because you have how old is Frankie?
She's 2.5.
She's 2.5. So she's like excited, right? About
Oh
the
yeah, it's
Santa.
when she sees those things, she gets all excited.
Yeah. That's what I like. I like seeing the kids' faces when they're like, oh my god, you know, like there's still like that belief in Santa.
Yeah. Didn't you play? You played Santa for your family parties, didn't you?
Yeah, because we have a Santa suit, and then every year we all rotate who wants to be Santa.
Right.
And yeah, so I do like pretty much every other year. Like all the other guys, they became like dads,
Yeah.
and they're like, no, I don't want to do it. You know, so I'll be like, all right, I'll do it since I don't have kids.
That shit's fun though, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's the best. I have a video of me because you dress up and then you come down the stairs and then they're chanting your name. They're all excited.
The millions.
You know, you come down the stairs, yeah, Santa. They're chanting your name. It's amazing. I feel like a wrestler. I feel like The Rock at WrestleMania. You know, so as they got older,
Yeah.
they started realizing it's me. You know, like I think in the video, one of my nieces, she's like, "How come you're wearing a watch?" I'm like, "Guys, I have to know what time it is. I'm very busy
I
today."
have to make sure I make 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
funny because you did it for one of our friend Christmas parties,
Yes.
and one of our friends, her son must have been, I don't know, he must have been like 9 years old or something like that. And so when you were up there, I said, "Oh, hey, Jamin, are you gonna go up and see Santa?" And he kind of just didn't really say anything. And I was like, "Oh, do you believe in Santa?" And he gave me like the most philosophical answer that kind of made me feel like, "Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I guess that is true."
You
He
start
said
questioning
something.
your reality.
Well, yeah, it was like I was in the Matrix or something, and Jamin was that guy's
He
name?
was
Lawrence Fishburne.
Orpheus.
Yeah.
Jamin was Orpheus. This
Morpheus. Yeah,
6-year-old kid. Sit.
yeah. He
Have a
was just
seat. Have a seat, Kevin.
insane. He's
Have
like,
a seat, Kevin. Here's a take the red pill or the blue pill. Like, what? Where do you get, Jamin? Where did you get these pills?
he goes. Well, it's if it's really up to you if you believe in Santa or not. I think that guy that's up there right now is a representative of Santa, but it's not Santa. Santa lives like in your heart.
Oh my
And I was
god.
like, and in your mind, I was like, oh shit, he lives in my heart and in my mind. But I thought for somebody who's like 9 years old, like who the fuck says that? You know what I mean? Like,
I've
but
never said that.
I was,
Ever.
I was, I was amazed, and I told Charlene and Joel after. I was like, "Oh man, that was what do you teach this guy? Because he's pretty smart."
He took the blue pill
He took the blue pill.
when he was in kindergarten.
So are your parents? Do they listen?
I don't think so.
Want to move back home though? You ever want to go back?
Sometimes I think about it, especially during this pandemic, because I moved here um, to be closer to the shows, because like a bunch of my shows are walking
Right.
distance from here, so it's like a 20-minute walk. So I'm like, oh man, it's so convenient. I don't have to park downtown. But now since there's no shows, then it's like, what's the point? You know? Because in my parents' house, I have a basement apartment, which is still there. Like most of my furniture is still there. Like I still have like a TV, bed, couch.
Yeah.
You know, so like, it's kind of spacious. Like I have like my own bathroom. You know, because here I have a roommate, so we share a bathroom. And the thing is, here there's no like living room.
Okay.
You know, so I just have like my room. You know, so I kind of want, because like if you're home all day, pretty much you're just in your room
Yeah.
the whole day. So
Yeah.
especially, but if you had a living room, it's like you can just hang out there. You know, there's like a different segment.
So in your parents' basement, so there was a bedroom and then a separate living room, like outside.
Yeah, it was pretty
Oh,
good. But yeah, I had a kitchen, I had a mini
Yeah.
kitchen. It was pretty good, but at the same time, it's like you don't have like your privacy.
I mean, could they hear you doing a podcast if you were doing one?
Well, in the basement, yeah, they could,
Oh, they could.
and because like I can hear like the TV upstairs, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with everything shut down, Ernst, what do you got lined up? I saw that you did have something coming up. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, stand up in stitches.
That's it.
I think it's at the Rose Theater in Brampton.
Okay.
It's Saturday, December 16th, right before Christmas.
How's that one gonna work?
Yeah. So this one is actually it's online, but we perform like on a stage in the theater.
Empty theater, obviously.
Empty theater, yeah. So there's like all these cameras, and then you can just watch it.
That's pretty cool. No
Online,
pressure.
Yeah. No, but it's like different, because you can't really.
Actually, yeah.
Because last time I did Rose Theater, it was like packed. It was like amazing energy.
Yeah, because I feel like again, I can't even remember if we talked about this one, but I've been watching like Colbert, Fallon, Jim Kimmel, and you know how they do their monologues.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple of people laughing.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if it's not as funny when you don't hear people laughing.
Yeah. As I said in an earlier episode, like the energy is like different, because like if it feels like a packed room and everyone's laughing, people just start laughing.
You remember the Late Show with Craig Ferguson?
Yeah.
So they had a character, Jeff the Robot. Remember?
Yes.
And the guy who does his voice is amazing at impersonations. He does like this Liam Neeson, and it sounds exactly like Liam Neeson. He does a Morgan Freeman that is like spot on. Like you would never be able to tell the difference.
Mhm.
But the one that the robot did was it was like Liam Neeson, like kind of like in Taken, but like ordering like in real life, like ordering like a sandwich, and that shit always makes me laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how's it go? Okay, so let me get into character here. I want a ham sandwich with plenty of mayonnaise, and I need it now, quickly. There's no time. Okay, how's
That's
that
actually
sound?
that's pretty good.
Does it sound like that?
It
But
sounds
again,
like
only if I copy the Jeff Peterson or the robot. I can't do it for anything else. Like if I just try to talk about like the BFFisode podcast,
yeah.
I can't do it. It has to be whatever he said.
It was like a mix of Liam Neeson and Sean Connery. There's a little Sean Connery in there.
Yeah.
Give me a
So
sandwich.
yeah,
Give me a sandwich. Where's the Rock?
where's Nicolas Cage?
I'm here. I'm here, Sean. Kate, get off that plane. We have 2 kids.
Why?
We live in the suburbs.
Nicholas, why did you call me on May 31st when you knew my birthday was on May 30th?
I didn't know
Just
your
some of the
birthday.
stupid shit that we do.
I didn't know your birthday was on the 30th.
I know it's confusing because my birthday, Cliff's birthday, they're both kind of on the 30s, and you thought one was the 31 because it's the end of the month.
No,
One
because
month has 30 days, one month has 31. It's understandable.
no, because I was well. It was during the pandemic, and before I would be on Facebook all the time, but I just lost track of time. You know, I barely look at the date because all the days are the same. You know, and I suddenly realized it was May 31st. And I was like, oh my god, I think I missed Kev's birthday. Yeah, so my birthday is August the 4th, and I
Yeah.
waited for your text, your call,
No.
my annual birthday call, and it didn't happen.
I-
You did not call.
I purposefully did it, Ernst. I purposefully waited one extra day just to get back at you.
I actually have the message.
Oh,
Here.
I did one of those. What is it? Like the picture, but the mouth is like you can put your own mouth there, whatever it is.
It's here.
You know, a little birdie told me it's your birthday today, Ernie. Well, happy birthday. The mouth is off. I hope you have a good one. Hope you didn't forget like you forgot mine. You called me on May 31st, and my birthday is on May 30th. Anyway, happy birthday. I had to download an app for that.
Made with Funny Movie Maker, free for iPhone and iPad.
Shout out to our sponsor, Funny Movie Maker.
No, because like so we would call each other, and then sometimes we'll just do that stupid Sean Connery impression, you know. And I remember one time, I think it was like maybe last year, we talked for half an hour, and we were both Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And it was like the funniest conversation I've ever had. You know?
Well, yeah, because we did that. We've been doing that since like the early 2000s. But every year it got progressively worse, I guess. But the last that conversation that you're talking about, I remember I was at home, and that's when Caitlin kind of threw out the idea like, you guys should just like start your own YouTube channel or like a podcast, because I mean, clearly you two are having fun, so maybe other people want to hear that shit too. So yeah, clearly right now, not really, because there's about 15 that are listening right now.
Well, there's a bunch of people that tell me that they always listen to it, like Jared and JMO.
Yeah.
Rick,
the day ones.
Yeah, the day ones. So thank you to you for tell us you listen to this.
Thanks, guys.
All right, yeah. So if you have any questions or comments, please email us at the BFFisodes at gmail.com. That's pretty much it for this episode. So thank you guys for listening. Once again, you can find me on Instagram at Ernie Vicente. Kevin.
Yeah, you can find me at Kevvarius, KEVVARIAS on Instagram.
Yes, and please follow our Instagram account, the BFFisodes on Instagram. Please follow that and subscribe on iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll come back again next week on Tuesday with another episode.
Toodles.